the amazing Mr. Z, and I'm going to share some songs with you. Toast, wherever you may be this evening. Um, so, I've never really played just my songs, or I haven't done it in a very long time, actually. I don't know where this is going to lead. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I wanted to record all my songs kind of in a row and just put it out there and let everybody kind of see the mess that I can make. This is the latest song that I've written, and it's for my lady. It goes like this. Maybe you're fire and I'm water. You run hot and I run slow. I like sleeping late in the winter, and you're up before the dawn. Slamming cupboards in the kitchen, a cup of coffee and a smile. You come in and give me kisses, and I hold you for a while. Like the rivers flow to oceans, and the oceans turn the tide. Like my love and devotion, oh, in my heart, it's you and I. Like my love and devotion, and the oceans turn the tide. Like the rivers flow to oh my, in my heart, it's you and I. In my heart, it's you and I. Well, alright. Well, I messed that one up at the end, and my finger picking's not so great. But, that's the first song. That's called You and I, or In My Heart, or something along those lines. This song is about my dad, and I wrote this song right after he passed away. My dad was a really cool dude. He was a hippie, pot smoker, loved Dylan and Cohen, and played the guitar and wrote songs, and he was definitely the first folk singing hero of mine. And it's been just about 10 years now that he passed away, and just this morning I actually had a powerful sadness come over me and realized that, man, I just miss him. song still feels the same way when I sing it today as when I sang it the first time when I wrote it. It goes like this. See the reflections over the hill. The sun is setting over the field. I close my eyes to steal a glance. With light in your eye, it's hard to find the truth. Heaven's just a place that people say they go, but you don't know if you're not there to keep my soul from wandering. Starve myself to feel some pain. I pawned everything that you left for me. I'm no fighter, no writer, no gift of selfish worth. The loss that I felt the day you left earth, and for what? I don't know. Heaven's just a place that people say they go. Well, I won't go if you're not there to keep my soul from wandering. I'm just wondering. See the reflections over the hill. The sun is setting over the field, and I close my eyes to steal a glance. With the light in your eye, it's hard to find the truth. We don't know. Heaven's just a place that people say they go, but I won't go. Oh no, if you're not there to keep my soul from wandering. It's wandering. You're there to keep my soul from wandering. All right, that's song number 2. Thank you so much. Thanks for the applause, man. That's 10 minutes right there. This next song, I'm gonna pull up the words too. I wrote this song about, oh, I guess close to 15 years ago now. Back in high school, well, right out of high school, I was like 18 years old or so, and a friend's dad, his name was Dan. Old man Dan, we called him, and he was a Vietnam vet, and just completely crazy, out of his mind. A really nice guy, but don't, double cross him, or he'll interrogate and dismantle, and I don't know how to finish that sentence other than there was times that he scared me, but he was a terrible influence on me. I'd go over to his house late at night, and we'd stay up all night, and he would tell these stories about Vietnam, and when he came back, he had finally kicked the habit, at least partial habit of doing heroin, and a couple years passed, and I lost contact with Dan, and I moved away, and several years later I started just kind of imagining where he would have been at that point, and I couldn't help but think about him, succumbing to his addictions or something. He definitely wasn't one that was going to live long. But I sat down and I wrote a song and kind of put it to a story of him. It goes like this. Was a Vietnam vet, came back with a habit for something that would numb his pain. They just kicked him to the curb, said, "You put your country to shame." But you don't know a thing about him. His purple heart ain't worth his pain. Say, Doc, how much you got? Stick it right in my vein. Couldn't kick his habit clean. They kicked him out of the Marines. And now he's stuck back out on the street. Big pocket change, whatever it takes to stick that shit in his vein. He can't catch a break if you make a mistake. No matter whose war you're fighting for. Now he's back on the street, begging for another school. did a stint in the pen. Ex-wife and 2 kids. Never got to see him get well. His manic episodes took his health. He's only 54, and his 30-year-old came to an end one fateful night, lying on the floor with a needle in his arm. That fucking war took his life. Well, that fucking war took his life. Yeah, that fucking war took his life. Thank you. Well, I hope that that fucking war didn't take his life, but, you know, you gotta write a song sometimes and it just lets your imagination flow, and that's what I came up with, So, several years ago, I met this lady at a restaurant that I was working at, and her dad lived down the road, and I knew her dad coming in as a regular, and his name was Bob, and I met Bob, and he was such a big character, big old smile, and he loved to come in on a Friday night with a group of friends and just wine and dine, and was a great tipper, and really, you know, say hi to you, and not only just say hi, but strike up a conversation, and he was a cool dude. And one day I met his daughter, and she was my age, and we hit it off as friends really well, and come to find out she had just moved into town because her dad was sick, and he was dying of cancer, and it's a long story, but I ended up feeling compelled to help out the situation, and something bigger than me kind of came over, and that summer I was helping her say goodbye to her dad. And I was kind of maybe feeling like I was saying goodbye to my dad. It had been just a few years since my dad had passed, and I wasn't able to get there and back to California to see my dad before things got real bad. And I don't know, I had this incredible kind of divine intervention or serendipitous moment, and in this moment in time that I was able to help my friend Bob and his daughter, it really it was the beginning of my next chapter in my life that I'm living right now, and almost 8 years later now, I've been with his daughter, and she's the love of my life. There's no question about that. I love you, Jordan. And this song I wrote when I was house sitting for you, when you went on this sabbatical after your dad died. And, it was a really interesting moment in life and in time. And this song is what I came up with. It goes like this. saddest part of life, losing it all. After all that we put in, you know you can't die. Clenching your dog. After all, baby doll, don't wanna get out of bed today. Don't give a shit about the news. Just want you back in my arms. My heart is sick, lonely, and confused. We are reflections, familiar memory. Past these connections, in front of you and me. Try to read the signs that spattered all on the wall, telling me that we're fine, and then you and I were meant to be together after all. Don't wanna get out of bed today. Don't give a shit about the news. Just want you back in my arms. My heart is sick, lonely, and confused. Don't wanna get out of bed today. Don't give a shit about the news. Just want you back in my arms. My heart is sick, lonely, and confused. That song could use a third verse. But yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm in 4 deep, man. How's it sounding over there? I think I have someone listening in on the other side. This song was written about 15 years ago about a town that I lived in. I'm gonna try and do the heart with this one. So, I should probably grab a pick too. So in high school, we moved up to this little tiny town called Dredding, California, and I met some really good friends, but I had a really hard time kind of fitting in. It was a small town, and it just felt like there wasn't a whole lot of life there, so I had to get out of there as soon as I could. And before I did, I started seeing friends dropping off, at a young age. My best friend Josh died at 19 years old in a car accident, and I think it just devastated so many lives. He was like the mold of the glue that kept the mold together. Mold being the group of friends that we had, and God, I sadly look at the news in Reading nowadays, and it's just bad drug problems and high crime, and it's just this tiny little place, and the surrounding areas are beautiful. It's surrounded by all these mountains, and ocean's not too far from there. And then you have, a couple of giant volcanoes. You have Mount Lassen, and then Mount Shasta, and it's just beautiful. But there's just this aura about it that is very dark, and you could almost, you can't get out alive type thing. But this song's called Dredding. Grew up in a shithole town, and always digging myself out. Some of my friends, they weren't so lucky. I knew this kid way back. He stood on the railroad track, shaking his head as a train rolled in. Rolled into land. You can't get through to me, you can't keep me down. And I don't want nothing to do with this goddamn town. Broken dreams and dead-end streets, you can't push me around. 'Cause I'm up on that railroad line and burn it all to the ground. Best friend Josh and I, drunk and bored as we saw the light, the locomotive rolling in. Never even said a word, ran as fast as hell as it could around the bend as he rolled on in. Rolling on in. You can't get through to me, you can't keep me down. And I don't want nothing to do with this goddamn town. Broken dreams and dead-end streets, you can't push me around. 'Cause I'm up on the railroad line and leave. so much for listening in today. Those are the songs I have for you. Just take that off right now. So that's how things go, you know. Sometimes I don't know what else to say. We have time for one more. Let's see if I can maybe do a cover. Well, we just had the air conditioner kick back on, so maybe this is time to sign out. Say thanks for listening and watching, and subscribe and like down there below. Don't do that. Just kidding. Just fucking kidding. Peace.